Hello and welcome. The title of today's brief presentation is Failing ES Rotations, and that definitely reflects the situation at the onset of the trading day. My goal with these quick videos is to help you through the trading day and prepare you for what's ahead whenever justified and possible. Don't forget to be duly subscribed for free on my site, follow on Telegram and Twitter, and talk, comment, ask. Let's start with stocks and the immediate reaction to the ISM data that I have telegraphed well in advance that they would come in quite weak. Understandably, that's forcing a temporary reprieve in the markets. Temporary risk on reprieve? Well, risk on, hard to say whether it's really risk on when those assets that are benefiting the most are precious metals. Of course, it's a reverse play on the Fed tightening, meaning that weak data would cause it to ease and reverse, or at least stop being that restrictive. So let's start with gold, silver and miners. Yesterday the targets given in the premium analysis have been reached practically to the point when it comes to gold. Silver didn't yet crash that deeply, and I'm not looking for it to slide below 22.20 today. No, today would be a good day in silver, which would be modestly magnifying, given the preceding setback, it would lag behind gold, but following the ISM data release, its improvement would outdo that which would be seen in gold. As regards crude oil, the widening Brent versus West Texas Intermediate spread is in itself bullish, and it can't last, just like the strategic petroleum reserve can't last indefinitely. The short-term footing is not yet present in the markets, and there will be quite a fight for the 68 level, and it may temporarily break indeed. But for all those prospects regarding upcoming recession, tightening all around the world, worldwide demand for black gold is not really receding. And it would mean a much better second half of the year, especially the latter part after the stock market bottoms in September. When it comes to copper, that was another call that worked out, another premium call of yesterday that worked out fine. If you look at today's price action, it was 391 approximately when I called the red metal as more than a few cents overappreciated. And now the fight is in the 380 region, and ideally the red metal would be holding up above 377 in the ideal case. Here the stockpile situation and consumption and prospects as regards greening the economy are as unequivocal as when it comes to silver, but the role of the paper market in silver is of course much greater. So before I jump into the overview of how to get the best of me, let me say a brief few of the cuff remarks on stocks ahead. Purely defensive sectors are supporting the market today. Predominantly it's utilities, followed up by real estate. Real estate, which is the market, the asset that would do well during upcoming recessions, and especially whenever it comes to renewed doubts about Fed tightening resolve. As a rule of thumb, real estate does not really decline during recessions. Great financial crisis was one of its kind, preceded by many imbalances, from delinquencies to the share of negative equity homes hitting the market, to the overbuilding of fresh units hitting the market. Today's real estate is nowhere like that. Nowhere like that. The total supply of in months of homes about to be marketed is nowhere near. It's way less than half. And it will be only once rates start declining, which would be a reflection of recession, meaning that the mortgage rates would as well recede. Only then the market would start clearing up. For now, it's in a relatively well supported state, and that's on account of not enough supply hitting the market, and of course lagging fresh new homes construction versus the prior already mentioned great financial crisis extreme. So once more, subscribe on my site and read the daily analysis, whether free or premium, but of course the premium ones are all encompassing and delivered to you every day. Real-time calls and update on Twitter and Telegram. Here you see my contact figures. Site terms always apply. I'm sure you know my bio already. And the obligatory disclaimer. So let's hurry up to get this presentation online for you as soon as possible, and have a nice weekend in advance.